live.
We'll figure it next time.
Fuck
We'll
it, we'll
figure
do
some
it
shit.
live.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
forgot. I'm listening to music in the background. Hold on. Not to blind y'all with my face. Relax. Oof, God. Okay.
live.
Hmm.
Live on Facebook and Instagram. Oh,
Oh,
she. Close
Okay,
that
cool.
out.
That worked.
Wow. She, man. All right.
Okay, okay.
Look at us. Episode 2. Lobo and E Rock. What is up?
Mm-hmm.
what up,
Now,
We're here.
hopefully, we don't get crazy echo from me like last time.
babe? Yeah.
But I will say one thing, because I haven't played it yet. What is your thoughts on Silent Hill? E Rock.
Me. Okay. Well, actually, I really enjoyed this title. I thought it was a really great title. There's a lot of great things about the game, mechanic wise. Uh, it's kind of cool because it gives like an eerie psychological dread, just like the originals. The atmosphere of the actual game itself, it's like true to form. I like how it's set in the 1960s. Um, that's what it feels like to me, like in Japan. Um, I don't know anything about Japan in 1960s, but it has that look, which I really enjoy. Um, what else can I actually say? I really love when I say the mechanics, the dodge mechanism. I really love that. Uh, let's see. Not
That
trying
was
to.
I mean, can
I'm
I
not
add
trying.
to like what you were talking about, like 1960s Japan?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I didn't want
so
to go deep into like.
yeah. Like
I'm
I was
trying to
just,
spoil it free because
oh yeah, yeah. I only got so
I much
far.
want to talk
Like,
about regards to
yeah,
that.
yeah. Like you said, you played through all of it. No, like you beat
Yes,
it.
I've finished the game probably like a week a week ago. Uh, yeah, the character designs, everything about the game itself. It was really cool. A lot of like parts of it remind me of like if you've ever seen the Japanese film Ringu, that kind of
Mm.
horror aspect of like the not knowing and so forth. I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah, it was. You're in for a ride. You're in for a ride.
I'm
I can't wait
excited.
to start
Oh
playing
yeah.
it and get further into the actual story itself because you're actually in for a ride. The cool thing is, there are. This is not spoilers. You're probably gonna know this. There's gonna be multiple endings.
I heard that already.
That's all I
Actually,
say. That's all I say on that.
yeah.
But
I
I'm
just
glad.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, no, no. I was gonna start because I thought you stopped. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
um, but what you call it? Like the night. So this is actually kind of like a side commentary. What I thought was really funny is that you know how like typically for like certain ratings or certain images or things that are going to be depicted, you have to like express there's going to be nudity, there's going to be violence, there's going to be drug use, profanity, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What I thought that was funny in the disclaimer that was included on top of all that for this was sexist ideology because it's set in the 1960s, which I thought was hilarious. I don't know. Could be me thinking a little old
Well,
school, but I was like, I would expect something set in the 1960s, especially in Japan, because so like what I won't say who, but someone that I was talking to about So what I love to do is I love to read and look at everything when I play a game. So it takes me a really long time to go through. So I read all of the journal entries. And I was told by who I was talking to that it was funny that I was actually reading through everything because when they watch other people play, they just skip through it and just go through gameplay. So you're not really learning anything about the characters or the background or what's being said. Like I thought it was really interesting that for the period that they're in, that females were not supposed to mix with males. They don't play with the boys. They were seen as lesser than. Like that's part of the story, and it's
Hmm.
like nothing to really get offended of, but it's like a really interesting aspect of it, and that actually plays towards the main character's, her whole thing. Like it's all about who she is, that she was, and also the fact that she's tall, like taller than girls of her age. So she's just all around different. So I thought I appreciated that little like those little tidbits, even as far as I've gotten, just to have that much background for the main character. And you can speculate a lot of like what's actually going on without, saying any spoilers. I'm already guesstimating what her role in this whole thing is,
Well,
like, but
go ahead.
um
I'm kind of intrigued. What do you got to say about it? Like, I'm
um
intrigued now.
I'm thinking that she killed everyone, and she's kind of like this is mentally her going like processing what she did and working through it via Silent Hill. Like that's my perspective of it. She's actually the antagonist, if you will.
Hmm. That's a very interesting theory. I really like that.
Yeah, that's what I got so
But I
far.
can either confirm or deny.
All
Um,
right, and please don't, because I hate spoilers.
so right now, what I can actually say is like how you were saying like how they was sexualizing, and I agree. Rather than they were like objectifying, they were like contrasting, like depicting how the society of that time treats female
Mm.
and their beauty, and and it's just
The
it's
aesthetics, the outward appearance, their
yeah,
behavior, their mannerisms, whatever, yeah. The
yeah,
conformity to habits or to what's acceptable at the time.
yes. So you know my I don't want to go into theories. Okay, okay, here we go. When you read the actual title, the ghost that was chasing you, who do you think that is? That's
I
early
was
in the beginning.
thinking,
That's super
yeah,
early in the beginning.
I was thinking it was either her real self that she's running away from who she really is and what she really did, or a vengeful spirit.
Mm, okay, all right.
Because obviously none of them are there. Either she's having schizoid episodes. She's like having memories that aren't memories. She's seeing people that she knows, but then they're not there. But then it kind of like she's in and out of reality, which I mean that's Silent Hill essentially. Um but yeah, I think she's having like she has schizophrenia maybe. I don't know. I
Okay,
think she's the perpetrator. She is the one that committed these sins. She's the monster essentially.
that's a cool theory. I like that. That's cool. Should be another game called that. Just to mix that in.
What I'm wondering is what is the F about? Because it looks very almost musical.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it has anything to do with music. Like just the font style reminds me of how like
I
tempos
want
are
to say,
written in music.
I
You
want to
know,
say it so bad,
don't
but no,
don't do it. Don't do
I would not.
it.
I would not ruin the surprise. But yeah, uh, I like your theories and so forth. It'll be an interesting game if it was revolved around that. I think that would be a good premise for the game if it was that. What I can actually say about the actual game, if you are a fan of the originals, Silent Hill 1 and 2, you will definitely love this game. It adds new mechanics in regards to like attacking and dodging. It still has that dread, that overbearing dread feeling, just like the first one. I don't know what that was.
So appropriate. Like,
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't be doing that look back shit, brother. You're scared. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just say I'm the only one in the house, so it's like my dog's outside, so it's like right behind me.
We about to shut this whole thing down.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got the puzzle aspects, the kind of how reality bends, just like the first and second one. And, pretty much everything that's known for the Silent Hill, and how they heighten the tension within each of the environments. I really enjoyed that as well. And like the haunting sounds, like, I don't know exactly how far you got, but those creatures in the beginning.
I'm going the second time through with the fox guy.
Okay, second time through.
So
you're
You're
in the shrines.
Yeah. So like all that, the white housing. I'm going through the storage rooms with all the idols and all the drawers. I just found the Inari statue and I put it in the bowl, and now that cabinet opened. So now I paused there because we started this, but
Okay.
but I got that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Just ooh, what can I say? I can't really say too much. Okay.
Yeah.
I really can't say too much.
I mean, we can speak on, like you mentioned, also like the mechanics, which I thought was interesting. Is even before I started playing, Zeno, who was talking with us last time, she was playing through, and I was watching her play it on Twitch. And she was talking about like the mechanics of it, like the dodge mechanics, the striking. Like she was like feeling it out because it was essentially more or less new for Silent Hill. That kind of the way that they're doing it is very different.
I agree.
So she was feeling it out. Yeah.
Not so much. It's like a Dark Souls Silent Hill. Not to that.
Yeah.
To the extent of Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is its own kind of game. There's a lot of people that try to copy it, but Dark Souls is Dark Souls.
But it's still unforgiving. Like you can't get lazy about it.
Exactly. And when I say where it has its Dark Souls kind of mechanics in regards to the stamina bar and so forth, your character gets exhausted, especially when they're in. I guess when they have sensory overload, when they're having I don't want to give it up, when they're having a break, basically.
I wanted to ask that, Eric, especially Iraq, for you and Lobo, like, because I haven't played the new one yet. I played old school Silent 1 where I got completely lost in it. My favorite game is Resident Evil. That is my favorite game. How do you like the addition of the stamina bar, the Dark Soul, Dark Soul add-on to something like Silent Hill?
Well, it gives it more of a, instead of your character just being static, like the Resident Evil. I mean, Resident Evil 2, you still have the grenade, you have the knife. I'm talking about the remakes, not the originals. That gives another element. You're not succumbed by the zombie either attacking you, just like in the original Resident Evil 2. They just jump on you and bite you, But the remakes, they
Right.
add that option of you have that little combat knife, and you also have a grenade that you could lodge into their mouth and push them away. So
Okay.
it just gives another element to the actual game itself. I can only imagine speedrunners or just anybody that's like, the ones that beat the game like entirely too fast, probably like in 14 minutes. No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
that short. It's not that short. I think my playthrough was about 8 hours, maybe eight
Okay.
to 10 hours, because I
Right.
was reading everything. There was an area I did get lost, but I'm not going to spoil that. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. It's got a very eerie feeling. Um, but yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like the Dark Souls kind of element in regards to the dodging mechanics, those are added to this game, and I really enjoy that because she's not just like how Silent Hill 1 and 2 and Resident Evil 1 and 2, the originals. They're just static characters and they couldn't do anything. Resident Evil 3, they added that little shove that Jill Valentine does.
Yeah. True.
Um,
Yeah. True.
but, you know, we didn't get those in the other Silent Hills or anything like that. Uh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was kind of my one thing. Watch talking to Lobo about it because I'm so used to the static movement of the original Resident, which I actually like, and I was so scared to play the remaster Resident Evil because I love the original, the OG so much. I didn't haven't even touched the remaster, so I was just wondering, like how is that new mechanic in the like these remakes with games that was meant to be hard as hell, and so that was kind of like,
And
is it?
it's
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
and it's still difficult depending on what setting you have the actual game at. I mean, it's still difficult. I mean, I died several times in that game. I try to
Right.
go for an endless death. I mean, like not dying during the gameplay, but I died several times, either from bosses or something like that, where I made a grand error in regards to my dodge, and I paid the consequence for it, or just learning the mechanics of like, well, not mechanics, but the attack patterns of a boss,
Right.
because there's quite a few in this.
Because I was gonna agree with you. Like even just like me and Zeno both went in story mode, but there's still like plenty. Like you still have to learn. Oh, maybe this boss I shouldn't fight, and I should maybe more escape. Which, I mean, if you play stuff like this before, like more often than not, you're trying to find a way to escape. It's not necessarily you're not like the tank or the hero that's trying to kill the boss or like you're trying to survive. So if you understand that, but like the big one that I had, the one that I got a little lost on was the field with the scarecrows people, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah,
so with that instance, managing resources was a big thing.
yes,
If you get what I mean, managing everything you have, timing it out, because you can get stuck if you don't do it
yeah,
right. Like, yeah. So that was one for me that I was like, because even as we all know, we get clues, riddles, whatever. You try to find the pattern, you try to recognize the pattern, but you still mess up regardless, or it's not as obvious as you think it might be.
yeah,
And then before you know it, you start running out of your resources, and then you have to do it all over again. So it was one of those things of like, I mean, he saw me, Rage Fire saw me. It was like, yeah, so I'm dying and I have to do this all over again. Like it was one of those scenarios. Like I was already at low health, low resources, like everything, and I had to repeat the process. Like just with being as vague as I can possibly be, like without saying anything. It was an uncomfortable situation. I made it through, but it was still one of those things of like how you said, not necessarily mechanics, but just understanding like what you need in a particular scenario. And and then like when they pop out of nowhere. Well, I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, stuff like that where
Yeah.
you know you might die, you might not die, but hey, it's like everything's like, how do I put this? Like, just to relate off of what you were saying is like it's not what you expect, you know. It's not predictable per se.
And see, just like how you were saying in regards to what you felt about this, that you're basically thinking, and not to give anything away, just in regards to this Silent Hill, that you're actually thinking about regarding the character, about the trauma that she's facing. But how am I going to say this? Because see, every Silent Hill has a something relating to trauma, shame, fear. Oh man, it's like something within their very core that's disturbing. Uh, they're trying to make you feel a certain emotion towards these characters. And a lot regarding this game, without giving nothing away, did you feel that they were leaning towards more of the female perspective and societal like pressures?
Um, like, because I mean,
Like,
you only really get that if you look at the journal entry. I feel.
okay,
If you
okay,
don't look at the journal entry, it's just more like, oh, it's maybe a tomboyish girl. I mean, to us, she just looks like a regular old girl, but maybe a more tomboyish girl that her best friend is a boy and whatever, like, So sure, like in the begin, I love that, like one of the beginning scenes where she meets up with her partner, right? And
yeah.
um and then the other girl comes in and she's like, "Hey, Shu." And then she looks over at her like, "Oh, you're here too. Damn." Like,
Ooh, yeah.
I was like, "Ooh, the
I'm
sauce,
trying to
the
remember her name.
sauce."
Riku, or something
Was
like
it
that.
Riku? Because there's Riku and the other girl. Because one's the shrine family and the other one is the candy shop, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The shrine one was the one that acts like she's jealous of Hinako, right? Is the main character. I don't know why I'm fucking it up. Is the one that's jealous of Hinako's relationship with Shu, the male character,
Mhm.
right? So sure, yeah, there is that weird like little love triangle, but Hinako is like doesn't necessarily act as like a romantic interest with Shu. It's just
No.
childhood friendship. Like they're bros. Literally, that's it.
So
But yeah.
that's where I see that pressure is that
Mm. Like nobody else understands that she can just be hardcore friends with a dude. Everybody
mhm,
else thinks it's like, oh, you're into each other, whatever. Like, and it's like,
exactly.
no, he's just my bro. Like, that's it. You know, calm down. It's
Like,
okay.
and I'm glad that you mentioned the field, the lost field, and
Mm.
with all those scarecrows. Um,
The comments, like the riddles, like what they say is like,
exactly.
okay, that was
Did
insightful.
you ever notice how the scarecrows were contorted in a more like, I'm not trying to say it was sexualized, but I saw a lot of memes where people were like, "Dang, don't be thick,"
Gosh.
you know,
The
like,
way, like when they stick their booty out and point,
oh
like,
yeah, and they do
hey,
the
like.
pose, you know.
So actually, even before the scarecrow scene, when the first monster comes out, that's already sexualized to me because it's like the hips, the joints are like very visible, the way that they posture out and like I mean they're essentially like popping it, like
Oh yeah, yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of the times like it is and it is always like when you saw like what was strange to me was to see the male figure mixed in with the females.
Yes.
So that was interesting to me. But to see them off the get-go, like and that's to me that's common in horror is to sexualize the female form with gore or grotesqueness. It's hot for whatever reason,
I agree.
right?
I
So
agree. And
it's like but I thought, to me, what was interesting was in that field to see at least one male to two. It was sometimes two male figures, right? Oh, and there was one. Yep. Okay, so there was one where there was like, yeah, it depended on the scenario, but
Exactly.
the female ones were more common. Then occasionally you had and they were very young, boyish looking faces, which I noticed. So there's a lot. There's a lot.
It,
That was piqued my interest. Yes, I agree.
and
Mm.
that right there, when you see the male and the female and the three girls, sometimes three, maybe it'll be four, but it's, I personally believe, because they were contorted in a certain way, just how like their body was just malformed or something like that, or they're just looking up, or you could hear like the little banter. Uh,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, when you read the little note,
Yeah, like
like,
for
oh,
me,
it's
the riddle or the clue was I was looking for their posture to
oh yeah,
indicate what the clue or the riddle was saying. Like, oh, uh, like betrayal would be like, oh, you stabbed me in the back, or like, oh, I can't look at you because you're so hideous. I was like, okay, something like, like little stuff like that. Like to me, that meant the posture that they were holding. It didn't always work out that way. It was, especially when you got further in, it was a little wonky, and I didn't always get it. But
because
to me,
my whole thing, that whole sequence right there was actually telling a story uh,
hmm
that our main character has actually experienced. The uneasy, the beauty, the shame, the fear, uh, how it's all tangled up, like in her consciousness.
hmm
That's what I was seeing in that field. Even when you were solving the riddles itself, that's what I was seeing. Uh, and it's kind of, it's kind of like what people face now, like this kind of guilt, pain, and, the
hmm like
desire.
the
So
internal
it was cool.
dialogue that happens.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it was kind of cool to see that even though it wasn't spoken, you just read it from the notes and you saw the contorted bodies. And I really liked
hmm
that. That was one of my favorite sequences.
Yeah.
And
No,
I hated when you
yeah.
kept hearing them in the background. Like, I was like, no, you
No,
gotta stop. And they kept doing JoJo poses. I was like, stop.
that's perfect. Yes, it's JoJo. Oh my
Like,
god.
you better stop.
Yeah.
But no,
Dude.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was that for sure was the last interesting one. Really curious to see what old Fox Dude is about, because it's
Mm.
like, okay, the doll is hers, but the doll is leaving her messages saying stuff about him. But who is the doll really representing? Who does the Fox guy represent? Like you know what? Now that I think about it, it's a lot of like feminine, the balance between the feminine and the masculine is like, or like the interaction between the two and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. That's
That's
cool.
really wild. Yeah,
I like that.
that's pretty trippy.
Yeah. I would
But
speak more,
Get
he,
but
getting
yeah.
deep in it.
yeah,
Yeah, and you know what I love
I
about that
would
too
speak
is
more.
that
I'll be
despite that analysis, oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking over you. My bad.
no, no, you're fine.
But like, despite that, like that you can inference that much in terms of like a social norms or whatever. Like, it's more like a deep dive into like sociology.
Hmm.
It's still don't get you still don't miss out on the Silent Hillness of it. It's still
Yeah,
scary. It's still a puzzle. It's still hard to figure out. It still scares you. It still taps into something. That's what it is. It gets personal. That's what I always loved about Silent Hill. It gets personal.
yeah.
Silent Hill has always gotten deep and tapped into your inner psyche. And for this one, I guess, yeah, maybe it's the female and male dynamic. Maybe that's why I like this one so much. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool.
I like your thoughts on that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would dive deeper into the actual lore or story, but I'll be giving context away, and I don't want to take that away from
Mm,
you, because you're in
appreciate
a
that.
very pivotal part of the game. Uh, so yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it when you're done, and we could have more banter about it
Yeah.
later on.
All right. Silent Hill
Yeah,
F is amazing. Play it, please.
yeah, please buy it. And,
That's moral of the story. Play Silent Hill
yeah,
F.
and they actually gave a
Beautiful
heads up.
game.
Yeah, they actually stated that they're remaking the first one, so I'm super excited. Super excited. That company is killing it.
I am excited for that. That is dope. I will be down for that.
Now I gotta ask, did y'all watch that My Hero Academia?
Bruh.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yeah, on that anime train, baby.
Bro, my hero. So I'll start this. I'll start with this before we get into my hero because I love my hero.
Hmm?
What is your favorite anime? E-Rock.
Oh man, you're gonna hit me with a hard one, dude.
Yeah, just
I got too many, dude. I
so-
got too many. I got
just
too many.
so when
Uh,
people ask me this question, this may help. I'm with you. There's too many, but I always go back to what got me into anime. And Ninja Scroll will be my
okay.
favorite anime. That's what started me on the train. That's what hooked me into watching action-packed anime. That's probably why I watch more, martial arty action, intense fighting, blah blah blah. And then when me and Lobo talk about it, it seems like, and I'll start off with our generation, us three. It's either you watch Ninja Scroll first or you watch Akira first, and that seems like that started your path.
Akira.
Akita.
Sorry.
Oh,
Akira.
Sorry, everybody.
Akira.
North Carolina country. Don't worry about it. But if you watch one of those two, that started your path to whatever you went to. But for me, it's Ninja Scroll. That is my favorite anime. That's what started me on this road. Uh, what is you? What's yours? What's yours, baby? What's yours, baby?
well, it's like this. Like when I first got introduced to anime, it was my friend, good friend, best friend actually. His name was Mark Baladad. Uh, he introduced me to an anime film called Fist of the North Star,
Mm.
and that night, I stayed over his house. We watched a number of films. This is before Akira that I've seen. I heard about Akira. We saw it in magazines. He used to go to the PX and get these magazines that show all this anime art and just like new upcoming things, because there wasn't internet back then, dude. And, dude, he was my gateway to watching anime because he was not only this dude knew how to draw, like he got me inspired to draw. He used to draw these amazing sketches, man. And
Right, right.
he got me inspired. But it's like Fist of the North Star, Vampire Hunter D, and I'm talking about the old one, Vampire Hunter D,
Yes, the
that we
old one,
watched
brother. The old one.
Dominion Take Place. And then I got into Akira, and then we started watching Bubblegum Crisis, and fuck, man, there's so many, some great ones. Rama One Half, back in the old days, and it just. Then we got into, I never knew they could draw from video games. When Fatal Fury came out, and they did Fatal Fury, and I was
Yep,
like, dude,
yep,
this
yep,
anime is amazing.
yep.
And I love the voice acting in that stuff, and that's when I started getting into more stuff. Because I mean, like, I had another friend that was a martial artist as well. His name is Chris Thompson. That dude is amazing, dude. Like, taekwondo, just Brazilian. Like, just, dude, like if you ever saw this guy kick, man, he's about 6'4", and he's doing axe kick splits and all this crazy stuff. And I, they got me into like martial arts myself, because watching these animes, and Mark was part of the group as well, and it just built up, dude. It just built up. See, I'm just going, man.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
got me into Dragon Ball, and I was still in middle school, and I learned about Dragon Ball and how crude and funny that was.
Yep,
Uh,
yep.
and then it went to Z when I was in high school, and I was like, oh. And I'm not talking about the the American one, I'm talking about the Japanese one, the gritty,
Right.
bloody. They're cursing on the screen and everything like that. My friend studied Japanese, and it was like translating for us and stuff like that. So it was cool, that he was my he was my fan sub. So I was like, oh, what is this? What's going on? And yeah, it was cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and then Ninja Scroll came, and I was blown away by the animation. What is the most memorable scene of Ninja Scroll that you remember? It's probably the same one I have.
Man, it changed so much through the years, because so I would try to watch it at least like once a year the older I got, and especially like military career. Like when I talk about it with people, it's like the scene of and you know me, I'm horrible with the names, but the evil ninja with the hornets in his back. His
Oh
whole
yeah,
back is a be and like I didn't know like seeing holes was a weird thing or a phobia, but dude, that shit creeps you the fuck out when you
yeah.
see that. And then even older watching it, understand more like, oh my god, um, the rock ninja in the beginning that Jinbei fought, like, bro, like, and unless it's just something I remember wrong from being a kid, my dad rented that movie in the 90s when I was living in Texas. And I'm sure and to him it was like a cartoon. Like VHS put through it in the VCR. Bro, I'm watching Ninja Scroll and dude, that scene with the rock monster or the rock ninja with the
Yeah.
poison female ninja, and you're like, bro, what is going on? So that one really sticks out to me. Like it's like, deep down it's a crazy scene, but it's like, dude, what is this? And then that line Jinbei says like, not everything is stone, brother. He throws that dark in his eyes. And then yeah. And then you realize later that it was like, oh, the girl is really who had killed him. And then kind of like you, like and I want to bring this up, but I'm gonna put a pin in it for later. Me and Naima was talking because we had watched another podcast. Like, what is it with like minority culture, black culture, Spanish culture, whatever minority culture? We are into kung fu, we're into martial arts, we're into anime. Like, what is it that draws us to it? And just like you, man, I got into martial arts, karate. I did taekwondo very little bit. Then for me, it was wrestling. When I found wrestling, that's what I fell in love with. And then it was like wrestling, jujitsu, MMA, all this stuff. It was like, you know, I wanted to be Goku to the fullest. I wanted to throw a damn Kamehameha. Like, it was like this, you just fall down this rabbit hole of like martial arts, anime, trying to get stronger, trying to get better, and then watch the cool, like you said, like from watching Dragon Ball Z. I didn't watch the more original Japanese till later when I was older, but Toonami, Cartoon Network, Toonami, you know, watching Dragon Ball Z, watching Gundam, Robotech, even like the cartoons that I mean, I don't. I would imagine. I guess they're more. I guess they're American anime. Voltron. Thundercats. Like if it had action in it, I was in it. And then when I got older and was able to, you know, most kids don't know nowadays, but we have Blockbuster in the mom and pop fucking um, movie stores, looking for those VHS anime, finding random shit just to watch. Some was good, some was bad, some was. I don't think I need to watch this, and I'm an adult. How crazy it got, you know? Um, yeah, man, it's like you know, it, it's like anime and martial arts just took over my life. It was great.
Yeah, and just feeding off that, man. I believe personally, anime and martial arts are built around these principles: discipline,
Yeah,
growth, and self-control.
yeah,
Like it, just like the anime itself, and just like martial arts, you have a mindset, and after training so many years, you fail, you get stronger, and you overcome your obstacles. And that's kind of like how anime is.
yeah,
They train, they go through their obstacles. Rather, if it's not even training with martial arts, or it's just, it just whatever turmoil that they're facing, the character is facing, it's that overcoming. And I think that is the why it provides strength, and it pushes and perseveres and just gives power. Plus, martial arts looks cool in anime too. So,
yeah. Right.
you just the animation, how artists can like slow down time and like stress like the impact of frames and so forth. If they're doing like chi, or, you know, doing like a kamehameha or something like that, or, you know, it's that kind of like spirit within the character itself, and the emotion that they give off to the screen that I personally believe inspires people like us. Inspires us to
Yeah,
push up beyond the limits and so forth.
yeah.
Uh, Plus ultra. Uh,
it,
so
so like to your original question, getting back to My Hero Academia, man. So I love My Hero Academia. I don't think it's like the number one like new anime, but man, it is like it's like one of my top three, man. Like that anime can get me so fucking emotional out of a lot. Like like even though we're about to lose it or it's about to go away, I think right now in this genre, like 2025, 24, maybe 2020 to now, I think the best anime right now is Demon Slayer.
okay.
From the story, the graphics, the way it looks, the fight scenes, like it, dude. I that shit makes you get you emotional. You get mad or whatever. It like encompasses all. But my hero, like I man, like from watching, I cannot watch. I probably sound like a bitch right now, but when I watch Endeavor's scene where he becomes number one, he fights the Nemo. Spoiler alert: if you ain't watched it by now, get the fuck over it. But when he's fighting that the not Nemo, the Nemu,
Yeah, Nemo.
The is it
Nemo.
Namu or Namu?
Namu. It's
yeah,
like
Namu.
NOMU.
right,
Nomu.
Nomu.
Nomu. Nomu.
He fights the Nomu, where it's flying, is talking, and like they're showing that contrast between him and his family. And maybe it hits me a little harder because I am a father, and you want your son, in my case sons, to be the best they can be. I always tell my kids I want them to do better than I did. I want them to be more successful than I am. So seeing Endeavor, like, yeah, he kind of went a little crazy. He wasn't perfect, but like knowing that was his intent, and then watching him fight that the dude the Namu, and then dude, to me, when Hawks throws his wings on him and he looks like a phoenix. I'm like, bro, Endeavor's reborn. Like he's reborn. He's the fucking hero number one. And he changes everything around after that scene. Like that to me, that's one of my favorite scenes of My Hero Academia. And then and back to what you asked, this recent episode, bro, watching All Might, like, dude, like I believe My Hero's really good at catching you in your feels, and you're just like, bro, I feel so bad, like I want you to win, All Might, but you about to die, bro. You getting your ass, like All Might, please, like please get out of there. Like I really like.
Spoiler alert, by the way, because
Oh,
that is a new episode ish. So, you know.
that shit came out last week. All right, so my bad. Spoiler alert. Man, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, man. That's cool. There is it caught me last night. I got a little, a little bit, but I'm not gonna reveal what actually happens. You guys go watch it. But it did. It's the strife, the enduring, not giving up. That show actually shows it a lot. The show that gets me in my feels all the time. I don't care what y'all say. One Piece.
I cried so much with the Kuma arc right now. I was like, I was sobbing.
Bon-chan. Bon Clay. Oh my God. I love that character. You know what I'm talking about? The guy with the flamingo. He's like, ow,
Bruh. Don't you talk about One Piece with me, though? Come on now. Come on, baby.
I had ugly man crying, just like, come on, Luffy. I was like, oh, that was it for me. That was it. But that anime has so many feels for me. Especially when they play it's called Mother of the Sea or something, that song where it's like super sad. Fuck, I don't know what the chords or something, but when that song comes out and when they're telling a story, that usually gets me on my feels too. But yeah, it's it's sad to hear that the actual creator himself is not doing well, and they're actually
Oda.
Well, yeah, he's not doing well.
I didn't know that.
Health-wise, and they're trying to speed up to finish up the actual series itself. This is the final arc. What they were saying, they're going to try to wrap up everything, but yeah, Oda's not doing so well right now. I saw it on a post like last week.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Kind of scary. We just lost someone big too. Like if you're a gamer. The creator of Ninja Gaiden.
Really?
From Sigma, from 2, 3. The new ones.
Right.
Yeah, we lost him. He was 74. I would like to say. Let me verify. Gosh. Sorry, you can hear my mechanical keyboard.
Hey, I like it.
We all got him. He's got red. I got blue.
Yeah, dude, he was young. 58 years old. 58.
Oh,
shit. He did a revival of Ninja Gaiden in 2004, and he passed away at 58. Itagaki. I can not pronounce his name, and I apologize. Is like Tonobu Itagaki. Oh gosh, I can't say it. Just take my word for it. He passed away.
I got some.
I'm gonna post it right here. Y'all try to pronounce it.
Tomonobu Itagaki. Itagaki.
Itagaki.
There you go.
Itagaki.
Yeah, I just
Tomo
pulled
no
it up.
You know,
Itagaki.
I love his games. I have all the Ninja Gaidens, and it's kind of sad that he just passed away. So it's kind of unfortunate.
Jeez, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, I just pulled it up a little bit, a little blurb about it.
Yeah, it said it was due to a serious illness, but it has not been disclosed what the illness was. And Ninja Gaiden 4 was supposed to be coming out. I don't know when it's coming out
Yeah.
now because I know it was still in production. So it's kind of sad. But yeah, you know, with Oda, you know, they better not take my girl does Goku's voice. Mazawa, no, what's it? Goku's voice actor. She's female. Masako.
Yeah.
Yeah, Masako Nozawa. Nozawa. Yeah, they better not take her yet. She apparently got the Guinness World of Records to be the longest voice actress for a series. So I know Mel is whatever his name. Sean is he's still doing his stuff. He's always gonna be Goku if he quits.
Masako
Is this her?
Nozawa.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. Oh, okay.
She's older, but I always wanted to meet her. But we'll see.
88 years old.
Yeah, man, and she's still voicing Goku.
That's crazy. Dude, I'm so with you. Like I probably right now, One Piece is my favorite anime of right now. Um dude, like and you're right, man. The only thing I do not like about One Piece, and I love One Piece with a passion. Like I got One Piece all over the house. Their arcs are way too goddamn long, man. They are so long. But I agree with you, man. And Lobo, the Kuma arc we got was in the fields. Old boy, the flamingo in the fields. For me, what gets me is oh my god, what is it, Mr. Pinky? My man with the overweight. He's got the baby bonnet, the pacifier.
Oh yeah.
That if there's one guy that I feel like that hits me the hardest, bro. I'm like, that's a man. And I think
Yeah.
yeah. And the way they set him up where you're like, dude, who's this dumbass? And then you're like, oh God, his story is horrible. Like, I'm so sorry. I love you, brother. That's the one for me with One Piece.
I just like it how each one of the characters, regardless if they're good or bad, they have an impactful story.
Yeah.
Chopper is my favorite. I love Chopper and Usopp. Even though
Yeah.
you know he used to lie a lot, I like told fibs and so forth just to boost him up because he was a coward.
Right.
And now he's so strong now, so it's kind of crazy. But yeah, Chopper's story arc, yeah, that broke me. That broke me bad. Those
Man.
ugly man tears came out. I was like, just like the anime itself, snot boogers and everything.
My favorite Straw Hat definitely is Zoro. Just bro, that man puts in overtime every time. He is just putting
Oh
in
yeah, when he
mad
took
work.
in, what's his face's pain, took Loki's pain and took it as, for himself. That was crazy. He's
Son,
still
just like,
standing there.
son, what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Like,
Yeah,
oh God,
still standing there with the arms crossed.
bruh, so good, so good.
Some great stories in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why people always knock it down. I know it's a lot of episodes, but great storytelling. Great storytelling. It's gonna be sad when it's done.
Yeah, man. I honestly thought motherfucking Oda is about to drag this shit till like 2050, and then it's gonna be like, all right, guys, if you want to know what the One Piece is, y'all got to go travel in real life to go find it. Here's the coordinates. Go figure it out.
Like, what do we say? Our grandkids are gonna be looking for the One Piece.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be on my gravestone. Hey guys, when you find out the One Piece, bring it to me when I'm gone.
Yeah, because apparently this is what they're saying. They said right now Oda's in hiatus, poor physical health condition. An official update: One Piece staff stated that his health is currently improving. The publisher and editorial department confirmed that there is a pause currently because Oda needs time to recover to resume work. Some outlets previously had health concerns, stating that it was high blood pressure and diabetes that was messing with him. But yeah, apparently that's what's going on with Oda-san. So
it's crazy, like how all these guys are like.
I mean, they work on the death.
Yeah, nah, yeah, that is true, very true. Yeah, yeah, bruh. Crazy. But fuck. Shit, change the topic. Good lord, late.
Killer food.
Oh my god.
Uh,
What did you and Lobo think of this or yeah, what did you I'll start off that. What did you two think of the My Hero episode that just happened? You know.
Well, I could honestly say, it had me at the edge of my feet, edge of my seat, not feet. Just because, should we say the spoiler? Should I say spoiler? If you haven't watched it, turn it off, or just skip.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
alert. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I'll keep it minimal. I won't even say the character's name. I'll do this. When someone unexpectedly shows up at the final end and causes a big explosion, I got out of my seat and just cheered because I thought he was done. Because apparently that character had his heart was exploded. It exploded basically. So,
But we did see in the previous episode that a said hero came in to save the day to rewire some shit.
He
So
rewired.
that's supposed
built
to be
the fire.
expected.
So yeah, yeah. So I got super excited. I don't know if they're gonna release the film. If it's gonna be a film showing the last battle. I like how they made it like the final boss. That was the title of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see that episode. I don't know if it's going to go straight to Crunchyroll or if it's going to go right to the theater. If it goes to the theater,
Man, I would love to see that in the theater. Like
same here.
that.
They need to make it like 2 hours, just reckless. Let's go. I want this to be super epic because just like how Demon Slayer, was released in the theaters.
They handled those arcs very well, I think. Yeah.
I'm super excited for that closure as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, there's a part of me that was like, because it's shonen, even though regardless of how like emotional and heavy it gets, at the end of the day, this genre of anime is made for teen boys, right? But it appeals to more than just teen boys. It's just that's the genre that it's made for in Japan. So there's a part of it that you expect, like, it's not like fucking reading Berserk or something like that, where it's like, spoiler alert, everybody dies. Like, I don't know if you ever read or watched Berserk, which that's like with Akira was my first, but I think Berserk is my favorite as far as mangas go. Highly recommend the manga above the anime. Just saying. And if you do watch the anime, watch the '97 anime. But that's another topic.
Oh,
But you know. Oh, thank you. But I was expecting to see said character pop up at some point. Not necessarily when he did, which I was just like, And then I'm like, um, there's something to be said about even though it's made for a less mature audience, it appeals to an older audience because it speaks to that message of like what we're always trying to do, which is to pass the torch on to the next generation.
yep.
Even just
I,
saying that got me a little emotional. I was just thinking about like passing the torch, passing the mantle. Like you're trying to set up the next gen to survive, but not just to survive, but to thrive. That's what One Piece does too. It's always about the next gen. They're
mhm.
doing that too. It's like everybody's making a name for themselves. Like it's not about us anymore. We're just here to help them, you know, get their footing, get them on their way, and then here you go. Like take it away, kids. Like it's something about that that's just such a universal theme, and that's why it's so popular. That's why it's so appealing, relatable, and really gets at you. Like that's why we were fucking crying every fucking time. Like
I
it just
agree
yeah.
so much on that. Um, it is the passing of the torch, the new generation, and so forth. And I think that's why, just like as you said, it appeals to everyone. Um, yeah, I truly agree. I truly agree, and I think that's what they try to convey in these films, or these shows.
Yeah. And
So
as I was gonna say, like I just had that thought, like literally all of or a lot of like the popular mainstream anime now is all about passing the torch to the next generation. Like Demon Slayer is doing that. One Piece is doing that or has been doing that. And like what we were just talking about, My Hero is all about that. Like,
oh yeah,
um, who else is doing that? Um, but yeah, they literally say that line like it's not about us anymore. It's about them.
hmm
Like now it's their turn. That's always a recurring theme
yeah.
for
The only anime that does not do that is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is all about
he's a
Goku
selfish motherfucker.
winning,
He's the next best fight. Like
Piccolo watching his kids.
Hey, as much as we love Goku, he's an idiot, bro.
Yeah,
oh my
I,
god.
it's like when we got older, we started going Team Vegeta. Like Goku, like you need help, brother. You need help.
yeah. I can't wait to see what they're gonna come up with next with Dragon Ball. I know we're gonna tap into Vegeta's ultra ego
Yeah.
because I read some of the manga that came out. So I'm really excited to see where they're gonna do. Where I mean, I already know where they're going, but I want to see it in animation form. So I can only imagine how
Yeah,
bad it's gonna look.
that's how I felt about with Demon Slayer because when it had come out, we had such a long gap until the next part of it was coming out. I was like, I cannot wait. And I read through the manga. Usually I don't do that because I don't want to spoil it. But I think I read it long enough ago that regardless of knowing what's going to happen, it's still just as thrilling as and exciting. And I
Mhm.
actually do have really big gaps in my memory of like, I don't remember that part or what does happen after this. So and it's still like regardless of that, it's still like seeing it in motion adds a different aspect to it. Like maybe you might not get as much as like the behind the scenes, meaning the inside of the brain angle of it, but you're
Yeah,
seeing it played out, and it adds a totally different how do I put this like artistic feel or flow to it. That's like really nice and really impactful. Like and especially I think I don't know if it's because of how I read, but like I think the manga it'll pass you by faster Whereas like when you watch it in anime, it's a controlled time sequence of events, and it's intentionally laid out in a certain amount of time so that you're forced to have to experience it within that amount of time, and you can't just rush through it. Like you have to sit and savor certain moments or sit through those moments. And it because of that it hits you differently.
Hmm.
So there's something to be said like the difference between manga versus anime.
Okay.
I guess yeah, the way that it's played out in a certain time span kind of adds to the experience, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's like new anime that's coming. Couple of season 2s, like Solo Leveling 2 that's coming.
Can't wait for that.
Oh my
Dan season 2.
Dan to Dan.
god.
No, we Dan to Dan.
Dorohedoro.
Did it finish?
Dan to Dan season 2 just finished.
Okay. Well, I stand corrected.
And
What
then
about
Lobo, what did you say? That one's coming out next year.
Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro.
That's the one I've been looking forward to because
Okay.
I fucking love Dorohedoro. I love the animation style. I love how gritty it is. It's such a weird, unique story. And that's why I got into anime in the first place, was just these weird, fucked up stories. Dorohedoro reminds me of like why I got into anime. And there's the mangas out there. They did the right, yeah, it was just the first season. Um it's so fucking good. It is so good. I'm so excited that the season 2 is coming out next year. Finally. I thought they were just going to leave it like that. I was really afraid of that because it's not as popular as the other mainstream ones that are going on right now, but they're doing it. They're doing it. So if you haven't watched it yet, please watch Dorohedoro. If you could pull
Okay.
it up, babe, maybe just to show the people.
So with that alligator dude, right? Or that kind of like lizard dude, right?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
Cayman.
Have
Because
not
it's
watched
based off
it.
of the crocodile, the Cayman, or the Cayman alligator, Cayman crocodile. His name kind of sounds like that. And it's kind of like a mystery as to who he or what he is. Nobody really knows.
Hmm. Okay. Um, you need to watch. You know how like, well, I talked about like old anime and so forth. There was this one psychological anime that I used to watch. It was just a movie. It's called Perfect Blue. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but
Yeah,
I have, but never saw it, and
if
I've
you,
been
oh,
dying to
man,
see
you need
it.
to
Yeah,
watch it. It is
exactly. Yeah.
so good.
because that's
So,
my type of
so
anime. I
good.
love like the psychological shit.
Yeah, it is so good. It's kind of crazy. It's like before we started getting all these like teen idols or these kind of like teenager bands or stuff like that. That revolves around a like you know how social media is like growing and you're like following people, but imagine a stalker, like a very obsessive fan coming after this singer, and it's a psychological thriller. Really, really good anime.
Yeah.
I watched that long time ago. I think I have a copy of it on VHS, but damn, that was a really good one. I don't know why that popped in my head, but should
That
really.
that that one keeps coming up a lot. I never watched it myself. Um, I've come across a lot of other ones. There's one that I don't hear too many people talk about. It's the Ren Chronicles of Memnoscene. I don't know if you saw that one.
I have not.
She's a green-haired girl with spectacles. She is a private eye, but she's also essentially immortal.
Okay.
But she if you kill her, she will feel everything, go through the entire experience, and like she will die, but then she always comes back.
Hmm.
But the reason I love this one so much is like it's so I'm a weirdo that like doesn't like closure or answers. So this
Okay.
anime is all about like it's just this weird obscure experience that you're going through, and at the end of it there's no real closure. It's just it is what it is. And it's fucked up.
Hmm.
And that's why I love it. So I always talk about it. He's heard me talk about it a bunch of times. It's great. It's a wonderful wild anime. Like, yeah. If you want closure, do not watch it.
Okay. Putting that one on the list.
You do not deserve happiness. Watch this.
Here, I'll type it. Those, Chronicles of Memnosine.
Have you?
So that's the title.
Rin. Okay.
Talking about new anime, man. Because it feels like 2025 was cooking. It's still cooking with some good anime.
Both
that-
Japanese and Chinese this year.
Very true. Chinese To Be Hero X. Please watch that if you have not watched that. That shit is amazing. It is freaking good. This one that I can never pronounce. Gotcha, Gucci, gotcha, Coochie, Coochie, gotcha.
Coochie.
What?
This one is really good. It feels like it's the same people that made like Soul Eater or Fire Force because it has that same animation style. Fire Force is amazing. Soul Eater is amazing. If you haven't watched that.
Not exactly same, but leaning in that direction. It's actually a very unique animation style, or not very unique, but it's just different. Like the way that they're designing a lot of the looks and appearances is pretty cool, but also very gritty, very dirty. Not typical of like anime Japanese style. Like it's just grungy. It's like nasty.
Yeah, very true. Definitely, this one's really good. Oh, and I don't know if you watched One Punch Man, but One Punch Man started this past month, this week. I don't know what date, but One Punch Man is back out, season 3.
I still gotta watch season 2, man. I watched season 1. Didn't watch season 2.
To me, season 2 wasn't as good as season 1. It kind of, well, I don't know. I didn't feel it was that great. The main villain was really good, but like overall, like, and I don't know if it's because my one One Punch Man was so like new and different, where that season 1 was like it hit really hard. And not trying to spoil too much for you. Um, there was some really good things in season 2, but man, season 1 I feel is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was that new feel, the new shiny car, and then
Yeah,
but I mean,
because
go ahead.
nah, I was gonna agree with you because like One Punch Man had that whole like shock factor of like, how are you gonna make a story about a person that can never fail, right? Like a hero that is always gonna win, and they did it in the first season. But like you said, at the second season, now what? You don't have that shock factor anymore so much. So now you got to focus more on developing the other characters. So I think
Yeah,
season 2 is more um like a foundation or building pad for season 3 and what's going to come, because now you have all these other players. It's not just about One Punch Man. There's all these other players. Sure, they may seem insignificant, unimportant, because like you just need One Punch Man. Why do you need everybody else? But I think it's building towards something else. And it for lack of a better way of saying it, I think season 2 is more like a fluff season, because you needed that for getting to know the other players in the One Punch Man world or universe.
right. Ooh, so I'll ask this because it's something me and Lobo talk about. Make sure I'm asking this right. What is your thought? Like, so I like My Hero Academia. A lot of people like My Hero Academia. What is your thoughts on the whole? Cause it's oh my god, why can't I think of the damn word right now? because it's popular, it's not a good anime because it's help me out,
Main,
Lobo. Mainstream.
Mace. It's
I
got
I
to
I,
be
I think
popular.
I think about that. I think about the mainstream term is fucking stupid because it's like if it's good, it's good. And an anime that just because an anime is mainstream or not doesn't make shit. It's just like people watch it. Like like, what is your thoughts on that term
I
mainstream?
was
Because
just
I don't
saying,
think
I
it's
think that comes from our generation of like how we always talk about like, oh, you're a sellout, you're not cool anymore, you're a poser. I think that kind of started with us and has bled into this because and it's blended into like the purist mentality, you know, like you're not a true fan, whatever. But yep, that's all I got to say.
exactly. Society. It's just society. What they see. I mean, I do that with bands and stuff like that. I grew up with, and you kind of like uh, that separation from it being known by a lot of people. It's kind of your bubble, your kind of thing. But when it gets broadcast out, and a lot of people are like talking about it, and it gets kind of beat to the ground. Let's take, for example, all right, you go to these anime conventions and stuff like that, and you could just tell which is the most popular anime for the new generation and so forth because they're wearing their costumes and doing their stuff. Like I saw it when I was from 2006, I was going to anime conventions and Naruto was number one and Bleach was number one. We had
true, true.
things for those people, but I understand where their love and passion came from because it was something for their generation coming up. And a person like me, I don't mind seeing Dragon Ball. I don't mind seeing Fist of the North Star. I don't mind seeing, a lot of people dressed up as a certain way. But when you saw those particular animes that are like constantly broadcast and people make parodies of them and they toured it, I don't know. It just got a little overboard and you can see where it gets kind of like an unsettling feeling in your stomach and you get that kind of like, dude, come on. That's how I felt. Like when I saw like a whole bunch of Naruto, almost said it. Almost got you the bad thing. But no, Naruto cosplayers, uh, you know, the furthest I got in that anime was, gosh. See, I can't. Now I'm going to apologize, and maybe it's my fault because I just never gave it a chance. I got kind of burnt out on it when I kept seeing everybody talking about it and everything like that. It just didn't feel special anymore. Because I knew when it was before it even came out. Well, I knew when it came out, and it wasn't that mainstream. It was just still kind of underground, but people started watching it, started doing all their other crazy stuff about it. But I mean, that's the thing of life. You want that anime to do well. You want people to see it. You want people to know about it, and that's how it gets mainstream. So it's got like a win and lose situation. Maybe it's the selfishness in me that wants it to be not mainstream, but part of me does.
It's like kind of contradictory because it's like it's something that you love and you want to share it with people around you. I mean, like what we're doing right now, we're like talking about like, I love this one, I love this one, I love this one, and we're trying to tell people like, watch this, watch this, watch this. But then when it becomes mainstream, it's like, oh, it's not cool anymore, or it's not
Yeah,
special
it loses
anymore.
its
Like
cool factor.
it
But
loses its cool factor, but it shouldn't. It really shouldn't because it's
no,
still. You should be happy that everyone now
exactly.
likes what you like and that you were able to share that with her. Like what I think that's like a human psychological issue. It's like we're
I
and,
we're
agree.
just messed up.
I agree.
and that's kind of what I was leading to. Like I totally agree with you. Like growing up is like I totally feel how you feel. Like oh wow, you guys like the shit. But then it was like it hit me like, isn't this what we wanted? We want people to watch anime. Like I get tired of hearing the bullshit of like animes for kids. I'm like, have you not watched like My Hero, or have you not watched Berserk of all goddamn things? Have you not watched Black Lagoon? Have you not watched
Thank
fucking
you, babe. One of my other favorites, Black Lagoon.
you
Wonderful
wel-
anime.
you welcome.
Thank
Have you not watched what is it? Terraformer? Like there are so many crazy anime out
Redo of
there.
Healer.
Have you not watched Redo of Healer? Oh Lord, that one, Jesus Christ, that's a whole nother episode we gotta talk about on that shit. But like, it hit me like, isn't that what we want? Like, we want these obscure things that we watch to be mainstream, so people could watch it and understand, like, holy shit, this shit is good. And that's kind of like been my kind of dilemma these like recent years of like that the whole mainstream term is almost kind of dumb now because it's like I want people to watch this. It's just like comic books. I want people to read comics because you read comics, you're dumb. Like, nah, bro, have you not read this comic of whatever superhero that's like? I mean, hell, I was showing Lobo. What's the comic going on right now? Where Doctor Doom is the Sorcerer Supreme, and this Doctor Doom is that boy is just doing some shit.
Cooking. He's cooking.
So that's kind of where I was like, man, is it time to get rid of this whole mainstream thing and be like, hey, if it's good, make it good, make people see it, make it a big thing, so like people understand like it's not all about just a normal movie online. Like a simple 30-minute episode of anime can be the top notch thing for people to watch, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I think the other thing about it too is like there are a lot of people that just they ride the wave and take advantage of what's most popular and like for example a lot of
Sure.
players specifically IG cosplayers get shit because they're trying to go with what's most popular. You know what people are gonna oogle and ogle at. You got IG models dressing up like with as anime characters or video game characters, and it's like, and you ask them, have they ever played the game? Have they ever watched the anime? No, they just know
Sure.
everybody's into it, and that's why they're doing it. It's not because they're fans. So then that's kind of like shitting on everybody else that are fans that do love this stuff, you know, and like I think that's what makes us hate when stuff goes mainstream because it it takes away from like what's the word I'm looking for? Its intrinsic value or it's what makes it special. It's special quality. Like I never thought anime was gonna be this like I was gonna live in a world where everybody watches anime. Like what? Or damn near everybody watches anime. Like I thought it was just something I was into and some of my friends were into. Like, but then here we are. You know. So
Oh yeah, that blew
it's
up.
weird.
I remember
Right.
watching middle school, and then no one knew about it. They just knew about Saturday morning cartoons like Doug and Rugrats and stuff like that. And
Hey, that was good shit, bro.
anime is everywhere. Anime is everywhere, and it's crazy now. So I kind of like where it's going. It's only going to get bigger. Um, yeah. So, and it's cool. You're seeing movies going into the actual theaters. It's ridiculous.
Right. Right.
They're
Right. Right.
doing K-pop Demon Slayers in theaters again in time for the holidays. It's going to be sing along. Just saying. Never would have caught myself into K-pop anything ever in my life. But if you haven't watched that movie, and my dear hubby over here, Ragefire, can agree, we had a blast watching it. We were laughing our asses off and damn near
It was
singing
so
along.
good.
So it was, God damn it, I hate you all.
It was good. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I was reluctant to watch it, and then when I started watching, I was
Same.
like, "Damn it! Why are these songs so good?"
We literally, when we sat there we were like, all right, let's fucking go because everybody's talking about it. Let's watch it. And then fucking goddamn it, little by little, it was like, why do I like this? Why?
Craziness.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just real quick because I know it's late over there. Yeah, that shit. Same thing. I forgot who I was talking to friends and they were like, "You need to watch." I'm like, "Oh, all right, fucking fine." Because like Lobo said, when we saw it pop up, I'm like, I ain't watching no K-pop bullshit. And then I was like, Lo, let's just watch it. Let's just see. And oh my god, that shit's amazing. But yeah, we'll say that for another time, brother. Thank you. I know it's late over there where you're at, so we need to get the fuck off here so you can get some sleep. And
Yeah,
then I got school tomorrow. This one ain't got shit tomorrow.
nice.
I got a lot to do tomorrow, excuse you.
Whatever. Whatever. Hell yeah, man. Let's keep this going. That's fucking this is great. Love it. Try to let's end this now. So end